Today's video contains discussions of self-harm, so please exercise caution and self-care when watching this video. There are links to further support and information at the end. Finding out that a person you care for is harming themselves can bring about a large range of thoughts and feelings such as fear, distress, confusion, worry, anger, anxiety, and self-blame. Your first reactions may be to make them stop self-harming, for example by removing the self-harm tools, applying pressure on them to talk, or to be confrontational. However, self-harm is primarily a coping strategy. Until the reasons behind the self-harm have been explored, taking away their ability to cope can be very damaging. A common fear is that if a person self-harms, that means they are feeling suicidal. Some people who self-harm may have suicidal feelings, but these are likely to be from the issues behind the self-harm rather than the self-harm itself. Self-harm is often a way of avoiding suicide by releasing these thoughts, feelings, and emotions. It acts as a coping strategy. Distractions can be a powerful way of diverting feelings of self-harm or finding other ways to express thoughts and feelings, such as through poetry, art, sport. Alternatives to self-harm, such as ice cubes on the skin, flicking elastic bands, or drawing on the skin with red pens, can also help. For more ideas, check out our video on coping strategies for self-harm. You may suspect that your child is self-harming. If you're worried, look out for the following signs: unexplained cuts, burns, bite marks, bruises, or bald patches. Keeping themselves covered, like avoiding swimming or changing clothes around others. Bloody tissues in waste bins. Being withdrawn or isolated from friends and family. Low mood, lack of interest in life, depression, or outbursts of anger. Blaming themselves for problems or expressing feelings of failure, uselessness, or hopelessness. So what can you do and how can you help? Here are some things that may really make a difference. Stay calm. Discovering your child is self-harming will have a big emotional effect on you, but it's very important that you stay calm and let them know that you are there to help and support them. Try not to take it personally or blame yourself. Just concentrate on showing you understand and want to help. If your child wants to talk about their self-harm and why they're doing it, sit down and listen. If they're finding it hard to speak to you face to face, then why not suggest they put their thoughts into writing instead? They may want to write a letter or text you. Never ask them to promise they won't harm themselves. This will only add more pressure and lead to guilt for any further self-harm. Discuss with them about seeking professional help. Don't force them into going to get help or take control away from them. They may not be ready. Forcing this may cause them to withdraw from you. Keep an eye on your child, but avoid policing them because this can increase their risk of self-harming, and giving them their own space will help build up their confidence and trust. Remember that self-harm is a coping mechanism. It is a symptom of an underlying problem, so try to talk about how they're feeling and work out alternative coping mechanisms together. This might be a hobby or talking to friends and family. Learn as much as you can about self-harm. Don't tell them what they are doing is wrong or be judgmental. Don't change your perspective of them as a person. They are still an individual, not just a self-harmer. Be positive. Try and focus on their strengths. Their self-harm does not change everything about them. If they have just self-harmed, stay calm and ask if they want to talk about it, and assess if they need any medical support or help this time. Despite how you may feel, try not to show it. Don't get angry, shout at them, or show shock, as it may cause more harm and make them feel guilty. Try not to blame them for making you worry or talk about how much this is impacting you. This may make them feel even more guilty and lead to further self-harm. Supporting someone else can be emotionally draining, so make sure you look after your own health and seek support if needed. Express your concerns to friends, families, or professionals rather than the child. To get information and support for yourself, try Young Minds, SANE, and self-injury support. You may find it helpful to go to your GP and try a talking treatment if you're finding things difficult. For further support for your child, try the following websites and organisations.